I welcome you all for a video lecture on data structure and application. Today we will see the one more data structure called as structures. Structures you already studied in a C programming subject. Just take a overview of a structure here. So what is a structure? Structure is a collection of data items again, where each item is identified as to its type and a name. So array is also the collection of data items, but in an array the data items are of similar type. In a structure you are going to collect the data items of different data types. So the definition of structure is what? A structure is a collection of data items where each item is identified as to its type and a name. The structure, or you can say the syntax to declare the structure is: first, you are going to use a keyword struct, so which tell the compiler that there is a declaration of the structure variable. Struct followed by a open brace. In the open brace and within the open brace and closing brace, you are going to declare the data members for the structure. So how we are going to declare that? With the data type. So first comes the data type, then the member name. So we can declare n number of members for the structure. At the end, you are going to give a name for the structure that is called as a variable name. Then this variable name is followed by a semicolon. Let's take an example here. So here struct, I declared a structure. So as I said, the declaration of the structure start with the keyword struct, which is followed by the open brace. So here three variables I want to take in a structure of different type. So first variable is name, which is a character array, char, and how many characters I can store in this variable, 10 characters. Second variable is of type integer and the name of the variable is age. Third variable is salary and the name of and the type of the variable is float. So here I am collecting variables of a different type. One is a character, another is an int, and third one is a float. And the name of this structure is person. So here you can give any name here. So here I had taken a person as a structure name. So this above example, it creates the structure and variable name is a person. So it creates one structure and the name of the structure variable is person, which has the three fields: name, age and salary, where name is a character array, age is an integer value representing the age of the person, salary is a float value representing the salary of the individual. To assign a value to the fields, so here in the last slide you had seen the declaration of the variable, you had seen the declaration of the variable, structure variable, which is a collection of different data elements. So next, if you want to assign a value for these structure members, you are going to make use of a dot operator. So to assign the values to the fields, use a dot as the structure member operator. This operator is used to select the particular member of the structure. So person is the structure variable. So first you should write the structure variable name. It is followed by the dot operator, then the name of the variable. So name, age, salary are the what? Name, age, salary are the structure members. And what is the name of the structure here? Person. So to access these structure members, what I should do? First I should take a structure variable, that is person. Then I am going to use what? Dot operator. Then the member name. So what are the members here? Name, age, salary are the members of the structure. So same thing I did here. Person is the structure variable, which is followed by a dot operator. So dot operator is used to access the structure members. So which member I am accessing here? Name. So name is a member of the structure. And what value I am assigning to this variable James. So James is a value for a structure variable name. Next, the structure member, for a structure member age, I am assigning the value 10. Structure member salary, I am assigning the value 35,000. So here make a note that whenever you want to assign the value for a structure variable, first thing is you should take the structure value, then it is followed by a dot operator, then the member name. Next, we'll see the another type of the structure called as type defined structure. So this is a normal declaration of the structure. Next, you can declare the structure by using the type def keyword. So type definition structure, the structure definition associated with the keyword type def is called as a type defined structure. Suppose you are declared the structure with the keyword type def, then it is called as a type defined structure. So type def is followed by a struct. So struct is a keyword here. So just see the previous slide. So here directly you had taken struct followed by a open brace, then the member of the structure, then the variable of the structure. But here in this case you are going to use a keyword type def to define the structure. So type def is followed by a struct, then the members you are going to declare, and at the end you are going to declare the structure variable, that is type name. Where the type def is a keyword, as I said, used at the beginning of the definition, and by using the type def, user defined data type can be obtained. So using this type def, you can obtain what? The user defined data type. Struct is a keyword which tells the structure is defined to the compiler. So again the struct is what? It is a keyword. Struct is a keyword which tell the compiler that it is a structure declaration or structure definition. The member are declared with their data type. So first member is declared with its data type. So in the previous example we had seen the name data type is character, whereas the salary data type is float and age data type is integer. So you can declare a different data type members for the structure. The members are declared with the data type. The type name is not a variable, it is a user defined data type. So type name is not a variable, it is not a member of the structure, it is a name of the structure. So this is an example. Struct name, then data members. So this is a normal declaration. At the end you are going to use a type def keyword to define the structure variable. So how to use this type def? So this is a one syntax, okay, where you are using the type def initially, and this is another way to use the type def. So in this case, first you are declaring the structure with the keyword struct, it is followed by a structure name, then you are going to declare the members. So at the end you are writing, so in the previous slide here you had given the type name then semicolon, but in this case here you are using what? Type def struct, the structure name and the type name. So example, suppose I had declared the structure XYZ is a structure name, okay, which has the three members. So at the end what should I write? Type def struct is a keyword, and what is the structure name? XYZ is a structure name and the type name. So what is the variable for this structure variable you should write here. So XYZ is a structure name and I want to create a variable for this structure, say it is a n. So n is the type name here, and what is the structure name here? Structure name is XYZ. So you are defining a structure variable here using type def. So this is a one way. So you can see the example here, type def struct. So these are the three members. One is of type character, another is an integer, and third one is a float. And what is the type name here. It is a human being. So human being is a variable of the structure. So this, under this single variable, three type of three different types of values you are going to store. One is of type integer, another is a float, and third one is a character. Okay, so the array, in a array, how we are going to declare the array? Int a of 10. So when you declare the array, so you are able to store only the integer values in a single name. So here you are storing a different type of values in a single name, and the name of the structure variable is human being. So human being is the name of the structure, like a, and these are the three types of values, different values you are going to store under this. So in the above example, human being is the name of the type and it is user defined data type. Declaration of the structure variable, so it is a data type. Next, the declaration of the structure variable. So you can declare the structure variable. First you should take the structure name, then you should take the variable name. So here variable names are person1 and person2. So these person1 and person2 are of a, are these, the type of these are human being. And what are the what are the values for this human being? These three different values, that is character, int and float. So one example you can see. So struct job, so the struct is a keyword and the name of the structure is job here. What are the structure members here? Name, the person name, salary and work number are the members of the structure. And what is the structure variable here? Structure variable is u. Next, in a main you are going to access these structure member with a, as I said, with a dot operator. So here in a main you are accessing these structure member with a dot operator. So the first statement in the main is print f statement, where you are return a message, enter the name. So this message is displayed on a output screen. Then a user going to enter one name and that will be stored for u dot name. Why u? Because name is a member of the structure. To assign a value for this member, you are going to use what? The dot operator along with the structure variable. So what is structure variable here? Use the structure variable and dot operator, then name of the structure. Next, the second statement is again a print statement. Third statement is again a print statement, where you are telling the user to enter the salary value. So if user enter the salary value, that will be assigned to a structure member salary. Next, you are going to print these two on a output screen by using printf statement. So what you get, what is the output of this program? See, first it will ask you to enter the name. Suppose I had entered a name Albert. Then it asked me to enter what? The salary. Suppose I entered 45,678 is a salary. Then it will display same on a output screen, that name equal to Albert and salary is 45,680. So here the thing that you are going to the thing that is important is accessing the structure member outside the structure. So when you are going to access the structure member outside, you are going to make use of a structure variable along with the dot operator. Next, we'll see the difference between array and structure. So as I said, array refers to the array refers to a collection consisting of element of homogeneous data type, whereas structure, it consists elements of a heterogeneous data type. So data type of variables may be different here. Next, the array uses subscripts or bracket, square bracket for element access. Suppose I had declared the array int a of 10. Suppose I want to access the value of a of 7th location. So what I am going to do? I will take the array name, then I will take a of 7. Okay. So if I want to print this, I will write print f, and in a bracket I will print the value. I will access the element of a of 7th location. So for that I am going to make use of what? The square bracket. But in case of a structure, you are going to make use of a dot operator. So structure uses a dot operator for element access. Next, see the third difference. Array declaration is done simply by using the bracket. So this is our array declaration. So it is done by simply using the bracket. You are not going to use any keywords here. But while declaring the structure, you are going to make use of a keyword that is called as a struct. Check out the fourth difference. Array is a primitive data type, whereas structure is a user defined data type. Fifth difference is array elements are stored in a continuous memory location. So once you have declared A of 10, so continuous memory is allocated for these 10 values or a 10 integer values. Next, so structure elements may or may not be stored in a continuous memory location. So here the structure elements may store in a assigned for a continuous memory or may not be assigned a continuous memory for a structure elements. Array elements are accessed by their index number using the subscript, whereas structure elements are accessed by their name using the dot operator. So this is all about the structure. So we'll see the execution of the structure program in the next video class. Thank you.